another place, 'cause you can't play here. Don't put any lips to there. You know it's gonna be alright if we stick together. We're gonna have a fine, fine time if we stick together. No more mindless empty days.
Your father's still not found a bar, then?
No, not yet.
And no chance he might still change his mind, I suppose.
Well, he would if he could, honest. It's just it. Well, it's his business, see? He's in dead trouble.
What I wouldn't give for just 5 minutes with the nit who did it.
Give him a right good hiding, would you, Mugs?
Definitely.
Yeah, that is the way to stop crowd violence on the terraces. Give them a right good hiding. Now, that really is a good idea.
I can't think why people aren't thought of that already.
Yeah. You know that shirt? Yeah. Now, you said it was one of our new cheap range, didn't you?
Yeah.
So, how many of them we sold, anyway?
Not half a dozen?
Can you remember who too?
Not really, well, not more than a couple of them anyway.
Well, I don't actually mean who. I mean, what sort of people have bought them?
Oh, kids mostly.
Yeah.
Except for that bloke who came in about a week ago. You remember?
Oh, the funny one, you mean?
Yeah.
Now, he was the one we saw over at Rovers, right? In fact, up to him coming to buy that shirt, we reckon him to be a Rovers fan, right?
Yeah.
So, let's assume he is a Rovers fan.
Then why would he buy one of our shirts?
Exactly.
Well, obviously, if he's over here to stir up trouble, I mean, what better way could there be of laying the blame on our lot instead of theirs?
Yeah, of course, the way things have gone, I mean, it's worked out even better than even he could hope for.
Yeah, that's right. Because it now looks like we're not only being slung out of the cup, but we're going to be slung out of the old league altogether.
So that explains why to get rid of the shirt.
Yeah,
Right.
but only after making sure that someone had seen him wearing it.
Yeah.
Which, of course, Hannah had.
Yeah.
Right.
Go on, Fitz.
Yeah.
So what are we waiting for? Let's tell the police.
No, we can't do that yet. I mean, we don't know for sure that he was a Burton fan, do we? And even if he was, we don't know that the shirt we found was his.
Oh, come on, Boxer. You must admit it does look suspicious.
Well, of course I do, yeah.
So what we're going to do then?
I don't know. I reckon we should have another chat with Hannah and see if she remembers any more about the bloke that she saw.
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you.
But try and think now, Hannah. And think about it.
Look, I've told you how it was. My eyes are streaming. All I did catch was a glimpse of someone wearing a Dunmore jersey.
Look, did you see his face at all?
No, because he had a hanky over it.
But you are sure it was a fella, right?
Right.
Not a kid, but an adult.
I'm certainly not a kid anyway.
Well, that doesn't really get us a lot further, does it?
Mind you, there's still Rasputin, though, isn't there?
Rasputin?
Yeah. I mean, look, let's say that the bloke who did do it was the bloke who bought the shirt, right?
Right.
Who was also the bloke who asked Rasputin for his autograph, right?
So?
So, Rasputin might just remember his name, that's all.
Hey, guess what? What? I think I'm going to be able to keep Christian after all. Oh, remember that woman at the stables, the one I told you about?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was her at the door just now, and she's been thinking about it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I reckon she feels dead bad about it, because she told me to tell my dad that she'll stable him at her place for $5 a week, as long as I'm prepared to work for her at weekend.
That's all right. Sorry to butt in, boss, but it's dead important.
Please, Mr. Jones, if you just sign these orders for me in the places where I've marked before you get embroiled.
Yeah, all right, Derek, just give me a minute, will you? What's it all about?
That bloke you gave an autograph to a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, the one over at Rovers.
You remember, he was the one who thought I'd let you tie down.
Yeah, I remember him. What about him?
Can you remember his name?
Boxer, let me tell you something about the giving of autographs, especially when you've give out as many as I have in a short but busy life. You never remember their faces, and you certainly never remember their flaming names.
Please try, Mr. Jones. It's really important.
Yeah, the entire future of this football club could depend on it.
What is all this about?
Look, when you gave him your autograph, did you sign his name on it as well?
I'm sure all this is most fascinating, Mr. Jones, but if I could just have your autograph on these papers, I
Keep quiet, Derek. I'm concentrating. No, I did give him more than an autograph. It wasn't a name, it was a nickname. Bonkers. Buddy? Got it, Bomber.
Bomber?
Yeah, Bomber Harris. After the old RAF bloke.
Right, thanks a lot, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mr. Jones.
RAF bloke?
Oh, ignorance. Bomber Harris was head of Bomber Command during the war.
Oh, before my time. Anyway, thanks a lot, Mr. Jones.
Shut the door with... Oh. Really, Mr. Jones, I can't think why you put up with them. I really can't.
No, I don't suppose you can, Derek. Right. Oh, and, Derek, in future, When you've got something for me to sign, there's no need to mark it in pencil. Contrary to popular belief around here, I'm not a complete imbecile, you know.
Oi! Now then. What do you lot want?
We was wondering if you could help us.
With what?
Well, what we wondered was whether there's any sort of supporters club here.
Supporters club? Who would support this lot? They don't get 200 on most Saturdays.
Ah, only a mate of ours did tell us that there was one, you know.
Who told you?
His name's Harris, or everyone calls him Bomber.
And he's a mate of yours, is he?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I definitely want you out of here, and the sooner the better.
So, you do know him then, like?
I know about him. Now, for the last time, op it.
Well, couldn't you at least tell us where we can find him then?
Well, if he's not inside, try the club.
What club?
The karate club, of course. Where else?
Ah, great.
Thanks a lot, mate. Ta.
Oi! Left hand out in front. Make a fist. Shokozuki, straight punching. Yichi! Loud and clear. Never! Song! Shigo! Tong! Tong! Sing! Haris! Oi!
Looking for somebody, are you?
Yeah. Bomber Harris.
Oh. You know Bomber then, do you?
Well, sort of.
What do you mean, sort of?
Well, what he actually means is we don't know him, but we've heard of him, you know.
Yeah. And like, being interested in having a go at the old karate, we was told that, you know, he was the one to see about it, like. He's a member here, is he?
Oh, yeah. He's a founder member.
Right.
Great. Well, like, if it's not here at the moment, we'll go away and come back later, all right?
See you later.
Oh, he is here. Just wait here. Hey, Bomber.
Yeah?
Some kids here to see you.
You see me?
Reckon they're fans of yours.
Handsome man.
Yeah, well, but what he means is, we've been told that if you want to join the club, you was the one to see.
Who told you that?
A bloke working on the ground.
I see. Never done karate, have you?
No.
Why do you want to learn?
Well, say it's a dead good sport.
Yeah, I'm bound to come in handy if anyone starts messing about, like.
Right, yeah.
And you're from around here, are you?
Yeah.
Something wrong, is there?
Wrong?
Yeah, you seem sort of nervous.
Nervous?
Jumpy.
No, well, I mean, you're bound to be, aren't you, really, when you're getting into something like karate?
Yeah.
No need to be nervous, mate. Just like your little friend says here, karate is just a sport like any other. Unless, of course, you're just putting me on.
What do you mean?
Well, perhaps you generally want to join. Then again, perhaps you don't. Perhaps you came in here hoping no one was about so you could nick what was gone and vandalise the rest of the place. Now, if there's one thing that makes me lose my rag, it's wanton vandalism. And you see, when you've got hands like mine, which are registered lethal weapons, well, you can't afford to lose your rag. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you've done more fans than me?
Well, we go to the odd game, you know.
Yeah. When there's nothing on the telly.
That must be such a stiff punishment watching that rubbish.
Well, you know what it's like when you've nothing to do, you know.
Me, I'm amazed anyone watches them at all. And especially what happened there on Saturday. You know, what kind of people must these Dunmore fans be? To pull a stunt like that tear gas money.
Yeah, well, some people reckon it weren't a Dunmore fan that did it.
Who do these funny people reckon did do it then?
One of your fans wearing a Dunmore shirt.
Well. The things people come up with to get themselves off the hook. And that's what you lot reckon, is it?
Us? No, of course not. I mean, like you just said, some people, they'll say anything, won't they? Rather than admit the truth. Right.
So you've not got any membership forms then, no?
No need for that. Just come along tonight, we'll see how you go, okay?
Right.
Yeah.
See you later, Bum. Thanks.
Thanks. See you later. Thanks a lot.
I recognise one of those kids. He was in the club the day you bought that shirt.
Yeah, I know.
If they've associated you with that shirt in any way, you could be in dead trouble, Bomber.
Why should they have?
Well, put it like this. If they haven't, what the hell are they doing over here looking for you? Eh? It's as sure as hell it's not because they wanted to join this place. And what about that girl, eh?
What about her?
Well, you know, if she can identify you in any way.
You know what your problem is, Spike, don't you?
What?
You worry too much.
Yeah, well, I'll go and get a shower then, eh, Bomber?
Yeah. Why don't you do that, eh?
Hannah, whatever's the matter?
What's the matter?
It's Christian, is it?
But I thought that was all right now.
Oh, come on, stop that. Tell us what's wrong.
I saw my dad right.
Yeah?
I told him what Mrs. Carruthers had said.
And?
He said it didn't make any difference.
What?
Christian still had to go.
But she said it was only going to cost you £5 a week.
He needs the money from selling him. He needs it.
Oh, no.
But it has to be the same bloke, though, Mac. It has to be.
Why is that?
Because he's dead nuts against Dunmore, that's why.
So?
So, why did you buy Dunmore shirt?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a bit weird. It still doesn't prove that he planted the bomb. Anyway, why the hell are you asking me about it?
Well, what we thought, Mac, was if you came back there with us and had a word with him.
Just a minute. Who am I all of a sudden? Dirty Harry? Just suppose that he is the guy that you're talking about. What's he gonna do if I walk in there? Fall down on the floor and confess all?
But we can't just stand by and let him get away with it.
Listen, if you can't prove it, which you obviously can't, then I'd say that he's already got away with it.
Yes, can I help you?
I'm looking for a kid who works here.
A kid? No. Oh, that one. Oh, well, I suppose technically she was working here that day, but only in the very loosest sense of the word. She's not on the staff, is it? Say, what's all this about? You some sort of journalist, are you?
Yeah, that's right. I'm doing a special feature on her. You know how she saved the club.
Oh, I see. Well, I suppose you've got to fill your papers up with something, haven't you?
Yeah.
Now, that's hardly the way I would have saved that club, indeed. All she did was what anybody else would have done. Sounded the fire alarm. Though between you and me, I was surprised she had enough nous to do even that.
I'm sure you're right. Still, I do have a job to do. You wouldn't know where I could find him, would you?
No, I'm sorry. No.
Thanks.
I say, I shouldn't tell you this, but you might try the Junior Supporters Club.
Right.
It's down the corridor, outside, under the stand, second door on the left.
Thanks. Mr.
Cassidy. 2 S's.
2 S's.
Always like to help the press.
Yeah. Hannah Lee. Sorry.
Hannah? Hannah? Yes?
Is this Lee's house?
Yes.
Is Hannah in there?
I'm afraid she doesn't seem to be at the moment, no.
Do you know where she might be?
I suppose she could be over at the football club.
Yeah, well, I've looked for her there. She doesn't seem to be around.
What's your business with her? I'm her father.
Oh, sorry to bother you, Mr. Lee, but I'm from the local rag. I want to do a piece about her.
You've already done a piece about her?
Yeah, well, what I mean is a sort of follow-up piece to tie in with this award she's getting. Yeah, apparently she's in line for some award for bravery.
Oh, I see. Well, if she's not down at the football club, there's one other place where you just might find her.
Hannah's not in then?
I'm afraid not. Please sit down. Everybody in town seems to be looking for her today.
Oh, they probably want to congratulate her. That was a very plucky thing she did the other day.
Yes.
About the horse.
Oh, yes.
You've got a buyer for him, have you?
I have somebody interested. Money hasn't actually changed hands yet.
Only, I had a proposition to put to you myself about him, if you're interested.
Look, here they are now. Listen, have you seen Anna?
No, what?
Well, some bloke's been asking after her.
What sort of bloke?
Well, according to Lenny, it was a bit weird.
With tattoos?
Did he have tattoos?
Yeah.
Oh, no. How long ago was this?
About an hour ago.
Yeah.
Did you tell him where she lived?
Yeah?
Oh, no.
So now what?
Oh, I don't know, do I?
Hannah, there you are. Did that reporter find you?
Reporter? No.
Apparently they want to interview you again.
Oh, I see.
I've got some news for you about Christian.
Oh?
I've sold him.
Dad, you could at least let me say goodbye to him.
No need for that. In fact, I think you'll be seeing quite a lot of him from now on.
Oh?
Mrs. Carruthers has bought him.
Dad, that's marvellous.
Not all that marvelous. She was planning on expanding her riding school anyway, so she needs some extra horses. And she's only prepared to take him on one condition.
What?
That you are prepared to go and look after him for her, weekends and holidays.
What? Oh, Dad! Can I go around and see him now?
Why don't we both go?
Oh, and can I stop at the club first to pick up a couple of girls? And I told them they could go and see him.
Yes, all right.
Now reply.
Better try the police.
I'll just go and get him, all right?
Okay.
Oh, everything all right?
Yeah, fine.
Good.
Looking for me?
Yeah.
You've seen this bloke, you say?
Yes, twice, actually.
Twice?
Once earlier when he was inquiring about the girl, and just now.
Just now?
Out in the corridor.
Listen to me. Now, are you listening? I won't hurt you if you do as you're told. Now, are you listening? All I want you to know is this. If anyone comes asking any further questions, you don't remember nothing, right? Not what I look like, not what I sound like, nothing, all right? And I'm warning you. If you drop me in it, whatever happens to me, one day I'm going to come looking for you. However long they put me away, one day I'm going to come and get you, all right?
All right. Let her go.
He said let her go.
It's all right. It's all right.
No, I'm warning you. Get out my way. My hands are lethal weapons. So get out my way. Get out my way and nobody will get hurt.
Blimey!